Welcome back, everyone, to the third installment of our Machine Learning Summit series. We're on ML Summit Predict today, and I am Kyle Paul, North America Regional Lead on the Developer Ecosystems team here at Google. And we have a very exciting event for you today covering various products such as TensorFlow Extended, ML pipelines, AI platform, well, lots of other amazing great stuff. We have a lot of great speakers here today, but to go ahead and kick off to get some housekeeping items out of the way, we wanted to cover what some of our goals are that we hope to achieve today. We know many of you are already involved in machine learning and artificial intelligence, and you're already building some amazing creative things in the ML AI space. So today's event is not necessarily designed as a 101 intro to machine learning. We hope to upskill and up-level your knowledge set in the machine learning space. We also hope that beyond learning more about what technologies are available, you get to see what Google is doing in the ML and AI space, as well as how can ML and AI applications help around the world in various verticals. Our speakers today come a very diverse knowledge set and diverse set of backgrounds in the industry. We have many speakers from Google, as well as some from our Google Developer Experts program. So very excited, and stay tuned to hear what insightful things they have to share today. We also kindly ask that everybody follows our code of conduct, which you can find the full thing available at the link here on screen. And it comes down to some basic fundamentals. We're all here to learn. We're all here to network with each other and have a mutual respect for one another. We don't anticipate that there will be any issues, but if there does happen to be any concerns or issues that happen, please reach out to myself or any one of our Googlers that we have in our Slack channel, and we will be more than happy to help resolve and address these issues. With that, we know all of you will be very excited to share what you're learning here today, so you can go ahead and use the ML Summit hashtag, as well as tag the Google Devs account. We'd love to see what you get excited about and what you post online. Super excited to see this. As I mentioned, I'm on the Developer Ecosystems team here at Google, which means that I'm not directly tied to one product or another. I have access to all the product teams at Google. And what this means is, as I am out in the community talking to developers from different communities like yourselves, I'm able to collect this different feedback about all of our different products and go back to the different teams and share this candid feedback with them. So if at any point today you would like to share feedback on Slack about what Google products that what works really, really well, and you've super excited that we have this available, or go ahead and be candid and like, hey, this doesn't work and this is why this doesn't work. I'd love to hear this feedback and be able to bring that back internally. Very few teams at Google have influence on these types of product decisions. So that's where when you meet somebody like myself from the developer ecosystem team, that's where we can bring this product back to any of our product teams. So excited to hear from you. But what I do on the developer ecosystems team is I help support many of our community programs, like ones here on screen. So I'm look after these in North America, where since we have a very unique audience here today, we bring in community leaders and help share Google technologies and information out and resources through programs like our Google Developer Groups. As I mentioned earlier, our Google Developer Experts program is a series of experts in various Google technologies. We'll talk a little bit more about this here in a bit. We also have our Women Tech Makers program, highlighting and empowering women in technology. For our entrepreneurs, we have our Accelerator program. And for university students, we have our Developer Student Clubs program to bring more technology into the university, Google technologies into the university. So, as I mentioned, with our experts program, GDE for short, this highlights outstanding experts and thought leaders out in the community. So each expert represents one or more specific Google technologies, and our experts share their expertise and their passion out to developers in the community, startups, tech communities. And this happens globally with all of these tech savvy individuals. And they build, open source apps, they write blogs, books, all kinds of amazing things out in the community. How you can be eligible to apply to become an expert is you be an expert in a subject matter area, such as TensorFlow, BigQuery, things like this. You already are producing technical content such as tutorials, code samples, you're already writing books, open source software, these kind of things. We also look to see if you are already mentoring out in the tech community, or if you're a recognized speaker at various tech conferences. We look for clear communication and you're providing meaningful advice, such as on Stack Overflow and various communities like that. Once you're part of the program, there's the Acknowledgement by Google. We have a directory of all of our experts on our website, which I'll share the link here in a bit, where you can see all of our experts listed, what technologies that they're experts in, and how you can reach out to them. There's also opportunities to get invitations to specific products within Google that for the technology that you represent, as well as access to the different Google teams. So if the BigQuery team is looking for something and you're a BigQuery GDE, you have closer access to the BigQuery team, for example. There's also opportunities for invitation to various events such as Google I/O, Cloud Next, and things like that. But on top of it all, you have access to a global network of individuals like yourselves. So this entire directory, you have access to all these other experts in various Google technologies. So, and how can you learn more about this, you ask? So we have our website linked here. If you would like to see more things that are happening within the Google Developer Expert Program, you can look us up on our Twitter, as well as the LinkedIn posted here. And if you would like to see what some current experts are posting about what type of writings we're looking for, we have our own experts medium where we allow our GDEs to guest post on as well. So go ahead and check out these resources. A lot of great content here. And if you're interested in applying, we don't add, there is this link here where you can see what the application form looks like. I would like to caution you, don't rush through this application, as we only allow in those that completely fill it out, for example, and provide a lot of resources. So if you'd like to learn more and ask questions about the application form, we have a specific GDE booth within our Slack workspace. So go ahead and hop in there and ask us questions. We'd love to answer them and help guide you through this process. So a few housekeeping items to get these out of the way. If you'd like to see the schedule for this event, as well as our 2 previous events, you can go ahead and go to our website, Google/ML Summit. And we also ask that you fill out our feedback survey as well, which you don't have to do it until the end of the event. But what this does is it helps provide us feedback on the event, how it went, what you liked, what you didn't like. But it also helps us to know how to make this event better for next year, for example. In this feedback form, you're also able to provide feedback to our speakers here today. This feedback gets sent to our speakers and helps them to become better speakers and grow in their space as well. So we definitely value all the feedback that you share. So please, please, please provide us feedback in this. So, and with that, I want to thank all of you for tuning in here today. Very excited for how the event goes. And to go ahead and get started, I'm going to introduce our next speaker, who's Carl, who will be focusing on time series forecasting using the Google Cloud AI platform. So off to you, Carl. Cheers.